Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Don't forget, get your green gear 20% off. Offer code We Need 4, as in we need 4 more years of Trump to get this country back on top. 20% off all green gear. I got some new designs in there. Offer code We Need 4, all caps. Thank you to everyone who has made your purchase so far. Now, speaking of Trump, today he should be released from Walter Reed. He said 6:30 East Coast, so that's going to be 3:30 West Coast. So we're looking at about an hour and a half. He should be out of there. Yesterday, he had a little surprise visit for the people outside the hospital. And I haven't heard any official word if it was him or not, but somebody was sending hot, fresh pizza to the people outside there to basically show their support. Wouldn't be surprised if it was him. It's a lot of the thing. That's one of the many things that the mainstream mediocres don't cover is a lot of the good things he's done as president and a lot of good things he did for people before he was president. Like, what's her name? Jennifer Hudson. I think she got an Oscar. But she was on American Idol. That's where she got famous, was American Idol. And there was a tragedy in her family. I believe somebody got murdered. But Trump put her and her family up in the Trump Towers for a pretty long time. I want to say it was a couple weeks, if not a month. But no matter how long it was, he put her and her family in there, in the Trump Tower, rent-free, pretty much. You have bigger things going on in your life. Let me help you out with something. Before he was president, called Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, every day for a year after his wife died. But somehow, some way, ever since he came down that escalator, he is the second coming of Hitler and a racist piece of shit. That's what they tell me. I'm only going by what I've seen. Anyway, Trump should be released today. Great sign. Of course, he's not done with his quarantine, but obviously if they're releasing him, he must be doing well. McEnany, the press secretary, she just tested positive for the sweet and sour sniffles. Makes sense. These people are around each other a lot, but I see her making a speedy recovery just like the president. And I read something, speaking of all this sweet and sour sniffle nonsense, the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, the leader in COVID and other infectious disease information. A couple weeks ago, they put something up by mistake on their website. They put that COVID-19 can be spread through the air, airborne, like if, it can go through the air. Somebody can catch it. They put that shit up, took it down real quick. They said they made a mistake. They didn't mean to upload that information. Now, I could be wrong, but I think the CDC being a pretty major organization, there might be some fail safes before you put shit up on the official website. I doubt it's just somebody at home, on a Zoom call, just clickety-clack and putting shit up on the CDC's website. I think there's some vetting this information has to go through before it makes it on the official website. So how they put that up by accident or bad, I don't know. But now, as of today, they are saying that it is transmittable through the air. And like a sneeze, if somebody coughs, sneezes, or whatever, they said it usually happens through coughing, sneezing, yelling, singing. Anyway, if somebody does one of those things and they leave, it can still hang in the air for minutes and up to hours. So there's this cloud of the sweet and sour sniffles that people can potentially walk through and infect themselves. And it also said that it was spread in enclosed areas. What's an enclosed area? That damn near everybody is in with their entire family. Whew. Trying to think. Oh yeah, your fucking house where they have everybody at, right? Remember the lockdown? Can't go here. You got damn police crime scene tape around the fucking play structures at the park. That's no lie. We've all seen them. There's one down the street with yellow tape around it. There's another one that has this red plastic netting around it. So they're telling us don't go out. Stay inside. But they just posted that staying inside is where this shit spreads, but they want you to wear a mask to stop the spread. Somebody help me with this. They just posted on their official website that it's spread in enclosed places, poorly ventilated. Sounds like somebody's house potentially. So where they want us to stay is where it's most easily spread. But they want you to put a cloth over your face. That's going to stop it. Okay. So now, according to, as of a couple hours ago, they might pull it down. They may say, oh, our bad, we did it again. Britney Spears, oops, I did it again. I don't know. But as of right now, they're saying it is spread through air particles. So, and they also said it can be spread more than 6 feet. But that's what they've been telling us, 6 feet apart. But apparently it can be spread for more than 6 feet. Is it going to be 12 feet? Can we just not be around each other ever again? Is every store and restaurant going to have to go down to one person in the building at a time so we don't infect each other? Shit keeps changing. But major shit. You're telling us it spreads indoors, but you want us to stay indoors. Man, like I said, as of right now, that's what the CDC is saying. Now, something you might get a chuckle out of. I know I did. So that group, the NFAC, which stands for the Not Fucking Around Coalition, you know, the leader of it is called Grandmaster J, Jam Master J, some shit. That's what you came with, Grandmaster J? Like a fucking, like you're in Run DMC? So, you remember a few months back, they had a little accidental discharge, a little friendly fire at one of their get-togethers. So they had another one this past weekend in Lafayette, Louisiana. They were there to protest the shooting of another unarmed black man, whatever that means. So they show up and they apparently the leader had some beef with an official there. I don't know if he was the mayor of Lafayette, but they had a falling out. So the guy said, if you guys come here aggressively, putting people's families in danger, this is where your journey's going to stop. Meaning, don't come down here fucking around, keep it peaceful, or we're going to have problems. So Jam Master J, or whatever his fucking name is, he took that as a threat and said, well, okay, we're going to show up. So they came down there. They were about 400 deep. And I saw a clip, it was on ABL's channel, Anthony Brian Logan. Shout out to the newlywed. So it was a clip of a bunch of these not fucking around coalition members. And after this, they should be called the No Fucking Ammunition Coalition. You guys can't handle it. You can't handle live ammunition. You all need to be put on fucking Barney Fife status. So there's a clip, a video of these fools all walking by, and one of them drops a magazine, not out of the weapon he's carrying, but maybe it was on his person because they're all doing this fucking SWAT team cosplay with all their black tactical uniform items. So he drops a magazine, the guy behind him picks it up and gives it to him, which just further lets me know that these guys are just playing. Number one, maybe it's my military mind, but they were there, they said, I read multiple reports that said they were there 400 strong. That's a lot of people. So they're all just walking by in a big group. So my military mind tells me, why couldn't you guys form some ranks? Get some order, some organization to this mess. That just speaks to the fact that you're not serious. That tells me you guys don't spend a lot of time together. It tells me that you guys probably only see each other when you get together for these friendly fire exercises that you guys seem to be so good at. Because if you spend time together, you would become more organized. You would be practicing gun safety, trigger discipline, all that, all that petty safety shit. But you got people shooting, and they got the person. I don't think anybody was hit. But this is twice now that you guys have had friendly fire incidences. And Jam Master Jay, the leader of the No Fucking Ammunition Coalition, he says it wasn't his people that fired the shot. Whatever, of course he's going to say that. But either way you cut it, there have been 2 accidental fire situations at your last 2 events. But they just don't look serious. Again, they're subject matter. You're going around protesting, getting in these big ass groups, bringing out your guns and shit over unarmed black folks being shot. Like, that's a real fucking issue for black people. Again, I use this analogy. It's like you're standing in the middle of a long hallway, and at one end, you have a ravenous pit bull with white foam coming out of its mouth, bearing down on you. And on the other side, you have a giggling 3-year-old with a balloon and a lollipop, and you turn all your efforts on the 3-year-old, when that's not the real danger. Never mind the beast coming for you, you're going to focus on this insignificant nonsense. In this case, unarmed black folks being killed by the fucking police. Now, I didn't read a word about this dude that they're there for in Louisiana who got killed by the police. But I think we've had enough situations like this where it probably makes me think that this guy was doing some criminalistic shit to bring the police's attention. Could be wrong. Like I said, I didn't read about the case. I'm just going off the other 1,500 cases that we've dealt with in the past couple years that brought this kind of reaction. But the fact that those guys and girls were marching and they weren't even marching, they're just walking in a big group. They weren't in step. They weren't in ranks. There was no organization. That's why you got people popping off shots. There's even a video floating around of the leader, Grandmaster, Jam Master Jay, whatever his dumbass name is, not knowing what the fuck he's talking about in a video with an M16. Now, if you're out here marching around, there I go using that word again. If you're out here walking around in large groups with your weapons, please, for the safety of the general public, know what the fuck you're doing. Don't be out here playing with guns. Because the next time you have an accidental discharge, you could hit somebody. You could kill somebody. This ain't no fucking game. I know you guys want to get out and play, and you finally get to carry your gun on you like you've always dreamt of since you were a little boy. But this shit is real. Don't be out here fucking around with your guns. Yes, you have a right to carry them. You also have a responsibility to be safe. These rights don't come without a price. Yes, you have the right. But you have the responsibility to use your fucking head for something else but a hat rack. My dad used to always tell us that shit. Boy, use your head for something else but a hat rack. They always say that we're exercising our right. We're exercising our right. Great. Thank you for doing that. Exercise some fucking common sense. Exercise some responsibility and know what the fuck you're doing with these weapons of death. There's no coming back from a bullet to the forehead. There's no coming back from a rifle round to the chest just because you wanted to get out here and play dress up. That shit is dangerous. Now, if there was a guarantee that you would only shoot one of yourselves, I don't give a shit. But the world doesn't work that way. And chances are, the next time you have one of these accidental discharges, you're going to hit somebody that has nothing to do with your bullshit. It always works that way. Some piece of shit asshole driving drunk, they never hit another piece of shit drunk asshole. They always hit the family singing "This Little Light of Mine" who just came from feeding the homeless and giving the shirts off their back. That's who ends up getting killed. Not another fucking dumbass like yourself who doesn't know how to handle their firearm. Training, and more training. So when you guys aren't getting together for these bullshit reasons to protest and exercise my Second Amendment right, you need to be training together as a group. And get some organization about yourselves. Stop walking like a mob of people that just met up. Get some organization. You talk, oh, I'm former military. Well, show me something that every person in the military had to do. Learn how to march. It's like a man who wears an ill-fitting suit. If you're being charged with a crime, who do you want? You want the man, the lawyer over here, or the woman? You want the lawyer over here in a tailored suit, organized, professional, with a nice briefcase? Or do you want this public defender with a bunch of papers falling out of their arms with a suit they got off the fucking rack that don't even fit? No offense to public defenders. I'm trying to make a point. Who do you want? You want the person that looks the part, that looks serious about what they're here for. Not some dumbass who wears a suit with white socks. The NFAC. No, you guys are fucking around. You're not serious. You should be the we are fucking around coalition. Because you are. You're not serious. This is twice you had an accidental discharge. Twice. You look like a bunch of clowns doing cosplay. Clowns. Not fucking around. No, we are fucking around. Man, please, let me get the hell up out of here. Get back into my damn weekend with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.